Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with another flex game. Directed camera, time controls, and then I. Okay. We've got Team DH Plume with another flex trying to redeem themselves from that horrendous game we had to cast. This time, Tazy on a little bit more of a known 80 carry, Smolder. We'll see what Tazy can get done this game. Okay, good trade by Tazy and Jonpei. A much better start than what they had last time.
I was hiding.
But we'll have to see if they can maintain this momentum. Okay, Agor gonna be fighting against a Riven as set in the top lane, and we've got an interesting matchup here, both in the mid lane with I forget what's this champion's name.
Sneaky, sneaky. It's me.
I forgot the name of the champion in the mid lane versus Cassiopeia. Oh, Jonpei gonna get the first blood though. Leona committing the ignite. Now in a little bit of danger. Still has access to the flash, but I think Tazy's just gonna go back to farming. It's fuck. What's his name? I'm so mad I can't remember this champion's name. It's like Drutut's main. Oh, Akshan. Okay, there you go. Okay, sorry. Wow. Oh, sorry. Ooh, Agor taking a nice trade against Uopik. Oh, the Q over the wall. Riven's gonna be in a bit of trouble, but Lilia's here to fight Agor. Looks like Agor might be dead. Yeah, Lilia with the watch out Eep. I don't think H2O has the momentum to kill this Riven. Oof, and a watch out Eve going to secure a second kill. Shui on the Lilia with a double kill in that exchange. Riven doesn't get any money, but a fed Lilia is dangerous. Okay, it looks like Akshan's gonna make his way, but in a little bit of trouble now. Kalore going to be dying in the exchange, trying to sneak up. The Vision of the Empire is going to be dodged by the Leona, unfortunately. A lot of damage here from the Twitch, but Tazy's done a good job farming some stacks right now. Unfortunately, the Achui going to be pulled away from Tazy. Spoolie going to try and secure a kill on Tazy. And H2O going to get the recovery kill, but at least that's a little bit to make up for what turned out to be the horrendous early game exchange. Agor with a nice haymaker trade, but now he's starting to get low. Riven just sat in the haymaker, and it didn't look like it did much damage. Agor not having teleport anymore, and not having flash means if he bases early, he's gonna lose so much. Lilia finishing those Cirque shoes early, gonna be dangerous. Tazy with the first upgrade of the fireball to the bloated fireball. Spoolie looking for a play on Tazy. The Zenith Blade and a Shield of Daybreak going to connect onto Tazy. Tazy's just dead once again. Things are going from bad to worse here for the side of the H Plume. We're now about 1,000 gold behind, and when a Twitch gets ahead, things only get more nasty. Kalora's at least trying to do something against this Cassiopeia, but as you can see, that blasting one really making a difference, and Lechi getting another kill on Kalore. Unfortunate mishaps happening for our boys on DH Plume. On the bright side, Tazy's getting a lot of stacks. And H2O, while he's a bit behind, ooh, I wouldn't try that. Yeah, H2O realizing that this Cassiopeia does a little bit too much damage. Oh, H2O with the nice dodge. Oh, Riven surviving by the skin of her teeth. Junpei having to join his team so that they could maybe make a play at the top side. Riven gonna live by the skin of her teeth, but H2O does not know where she is, cannot try to cancel the back. Unfortunate for Agor. That trade looked good until it didn't. But unfortunately, Tazy gonna be the recipient of yet another gang. Mom gonna be called, and at least Tazy's gonna get a redemption kill. But because we have 3 grubs here for blue team, Spoolie's in danger. Will he manage to get the recall off? We'll have to see. Junpei does have Flash Ignite. Is gonna flash. Not gonna be able to find Spoolie. And the Twitch is going to live. Now, I think that's a completed item for the Twitch. No, it's gonna be a BF sword, which is gonna be a nice influx of damage, but it's interesting to see a Twitch not get an early Blade of the Ruined King. On the bright side here for Tazy, though, is only down about 500 gold. And, yeah, there are minute gold leads here for blue team. But we'll have to see how DH Plume play from a deficit. Because last game, things went from bad and they just kept getting worse. At least we've got priority on the objective here for DH Plume. Okay, that's a nice. Oh, the Leona ult, Zenith Blade, Shield of Daybreak gonna connect, but the Akshan ultimate's going to come in handy. We're getting the executes. Oh, unfortunate. The Leona going to go down, but Spoolie lives by the skin of his teeth. Unfortunately, Lechi is just going to assassinate Junpei, but Junpei now has a completed item. Oh, the Twitch went for an early, the new Yuntal fire arrows. Interesting. It feels like it could be a great item on him. Cassiopeia looking for a kill on Tazy. Tazy's gonna have to be careful. But Diana is here. Mom's being called out. And Lechi staying in turret range takes aggro. Did Agor get a kill somehow? I'm not too sure. Kalor looking to be sneaky. Leona gonna land the Zenith Blade and Shield of Daybreak onto the Twitch. Junpei in a little bit of trouble. Akshan gonna find the Twitch. The revive coming in here from the Akshan. The Moonlight gonna be enough. H2O gonna be able to survive by tanking with the Diana shield. But we're gonna be giving priority access to the grubs to Shui. Agor here gonna try and stop Riven from farming plates, but that's 2 plates to the Riven. Surprisingly, Agor's only down about 200 gold. He's been doing a good job farming, and even though Kalori is... Now, Kalori's also only down 200 gold.
Something that won't want skewers for everybody.
Kalori manages to make it out by sneaking away. That was a beautiful... Agor with the kill here. Shui looking to get a redemption kill. Junpei gonna catch the never move onto Shui. And looks like access to grubs has been denied, and DH Plume are going to be getting their second objective of the game. What started off as a great start. Shui gonna get caught. Agor now on a killing spree. Kalori has to be careful. The flash Shield of Daybreak from Leona is gonna be enough. Kalori just gonna die, unfortunately. It looks like they put Tazy up against the Cassiopeia. But we've got a Collector now on Akshan, Triforce on Smolder, and while we're still down about 1,500 gold on the Smolder, Lechi getting caught could be big. We've got Mom, but the Petrifying Gaze coming down, forcing the flash here from Lechi. The Swain Rylai's putting in... What was that? A Chewy? It looks like sleepy time being called. Junpei not going to be able to finish that. Looks like he's going to die. But H2O gets a beautiful Moonlight. Not going to be able to take Lechi out though. And Lechi secures a big shutdown onto... Well, it's 450 gold. But it's a lot of money nonetheless.
Oh, so exciting!
Kalori not having enough chutzpah to find the Lilia, now needs to run away from this Lilia. And Kalori just going to get executed by Twitch. Twitch putting in a lot of work this game. Up about 2,000 gold on Tazy. But the whole point of Smolder is it scales super well. So we'll have to see if Plume are able to play around the scaling aspect. But so far, Agor doing good in the top lane, about 500 gold up. Diana's even. Junpei taking a lot of... Junpei with the HP investment from the Rylai is going to be able to survive this. Leona's Zenith Blade into Shield of Daybreak. The Miasma's coming down. H2O can't dash. We've got no ultimate here. Oh, Tazy's in a bit of trouble if the Zenith Blade connects, and it looks like it is going to connect. And Lechi's just going to get yet another kill. We've got the Miasma, so Akshan can't escape, and that's another double kill to the Cassiopeia. Unfortunate. Junpei has to be careful. But a little bit of a tumble here from DH Plume. Cassiopeia really starting to snowball. We'll have to see if we find ways of killing her because, fun fact, the Twitch passive does work for Cassiopeia's Twin Fang poisoning. So, well, Tazy is getting close to 2 items. The Twitch almost has his Infinity Edge. And things are going from bad to worse. First turret blood gonna go over to the Twitch. And yeah. The Cassiopeia also having 2.5 items already. At least H2O gets priority on yet another dragon. It is done on Vision, but at least that is one thing going for for Plume. Unfortunately, Kalori gonna be found. And gonna get flash executed. Spoolie doing a lot of damage. Leona gonna be taking the kill there, but Junpei and Tazy doing what they can. Mom gets called in. Tacy getting a good shutdown here on Leggy. Going to help him out a bit, but the Twitch is disgustingly fed. So we really got to start doing something about that. At least Agor's holding his own, a few hundred gold up. But this matchup doesn't get any better for Set into Riven as Riven gets like more CDR options. We'll have to see. Looks like we've started the Rift Herald, but Shui and Tabak are here. Agor gonna dodge the bowling ball. Looks like we're going to try and collapse onto Agor. Haymaker's gonna do a decent bit. Tazy gonna get annihilated. And H2O and Calore aren't going to have the damage needed to get either of these kills. It's gonna be a 5-4-0. Shui taking a double and Twitch taking a triple kill. And yeah, the GG's coming out from blue side. There's a 6,000 plus gold lead now. With the grubs, this Twitch is insanely fed. Cassio's almost on 3 items. Twitch about to be on 2.5. That's a Herald taken. We'll have to see if the Plume can recover. Things aren't looking too good right now. Spoolie gonna find Junpei. Junpei trying to make it out. Okay. Looks like Junpei's gonna have an easy time. Junpei probably the tankiest member on his team right now, which is a little bit unfortunate to say because supports kind of have limited gold income. H2O gonna be caught. The Leona ult's going to stand. H2O really trying to not die. The Moonlight's coming out. Does about half the HP bar to the Lilia, but going to die. The Resurrect from Akshan gonna kick in. But here's Leggy. If Calore face checks this, he might just be dead. The Xenoblade going to miss. Let's see if they can kill Leggy. Agor's going to die to Leggy. But a lot of low HP bars here on blue team. If Akshan can get... Akshan has to get a kill on Leggy in order to proc the Resurrection passive. Tabak gonna be able to get away with his life intact. Looks like Tazy is going for a Spear of Shoshin second. Spoolie just going to sit there and annihilate the likes of the team. Tazy trying to find Spoolie, but Leggy going to play really well defensively, walling off poor Tazy. About got the Rylai's completed once Leggy backs. Shui takes the red buff for his team. Actually, sorry. The void buff hasn't spawned yet. So, but we're summoning the Rift Herald in the mid lane. Gonna take about half of the HP left on the blue, the red inner turrets. Plume facing about a 9k deficit at this, an 8.5k deficit at this point. Let's see if they can make a comeback. Shui just going to steal all the resources available, and H2O unfortunately gonna get run down. Tazy gets gunned down in the jungle while trying to farm a camp. And here Junpei probably gonna look for a never move. Lands the never move. But the Akshan Q does not follow up. Agor still doing okay against the Riven. But unfortunately,
I am awakened.
oh, what a nice true damage proc. But the ultimate from Leona is gonna land on Kalori once again. Kalori really not having a good time. Unfortunately, the Plume struggling to play from behind in these last 2 games, and the Lilia burn is insane. H2O lost about half his life from the miasma plus a bowling ball. Yeah, anyone that gets hit by Legi's Q is gonna take like 1 billion damage. And we don't know where Spoolie is. Spoolie's just sitting in the base. Has 3.5 items now. Legi has the Rylai's on base plus about, I think, 1300-ish gold. So we got a rocket belt here for Diana. Diana's at least on 2 items, but the Lilia is almost on 3+ with a fully stacked Magi's. The ultimate gonna land onto Tazy, but Tabak is tanking turret aggro. Tazy going to just die to the... Is he gonna die to the poison? No, Spoolie is going to annihilate H2O. Not gonna be able to find a kill in the 2v2. They go down. Shui living by the skin of his teeth.
Share this.
Ooh. Kalori gonna live marginally, but oof. Things are looking grim for our hometown heroes.
Right under their noses. I was hiding.
Okay. Junpei trying his hardest. The only person on his team besides Agor was like, yeah. Ooh, H2O forced to flash away from the Leona ultimate. Sleepy time is not up, but there's a lot of damage here. Spoolie gonna find Junpei. The Moonlight's gonna be able to find Spoolie, but Akshan needs that assist. No one gets revived. The Riven ultimate not going to be able to save Riven by the skin of her teeth, and that's a 5-for-1. Spoolie's the only one who died, unfortunately. Tazy getting some good stacks, but unfortunately not really getting much else out of that. Kalori not having a good game. H2O not able to find the kill pressure that he'd want to. Junpei's about 200 gold off his Leandros. I mean, that's like the good part, right? And Igor's about 500 gold ahead, but I mean, overall they're 14,000 gold down. The early game went really poorly for Tazy, Kalor, and Junpei. So, well, and I mean, I think Agor is the only one who had a decent early game. Unfortunate. Cassiopeia gonna be kiting Agor. Agor takes about 30% of his hit points just for getting tagged by a Q and 2 E's. Spoolie gonna take the action ultimate, but doesn't even take 16. It doesn't even take 20% of his total HP. Looks like we've caught the Riven, but is it gonna be enough? It looks like Cassiopeia is just taking. We're going to get a kill here onto the Riven, and we've caught the Twitch. But now we're going to be losing part of our base. Tabak is also going to go down. That's a big shutdown given over to Calore. So maybe Calore can now start working on some items. Tazy able to clear the wave against Leggy to make sure that we don't lose any more turrets. Things would have gone from bad to worse if that happened. Tazy officially online with the execute on his Dragon Practice stacks. Agor now going to get an objective bounty. We're closing the gold gap down to about like 11k from 14. So it's a start. But the carries are going to need some items. Leggy gets a nice Q onto Junpei. And Calore takes a lot of damage from Sleepy Time. Looks like H2O really trying. Unfortunately, H2O not going to be able to make it. And while Tazy has his execute online, the entirety of the DH team besides Agor go down. And that's another team fight loss. A second dragon going over to the sides of blue team. We get an inhib turret bounty here, but I don't know if we're going to be able to escape the Cassiopeia. I don't think so. Yep, nope. Cassiopeia now at 4.5 items. It's a little bit insane. The damage that this Cassiopeia outputs is kind of crazy. And on a bright note, Calore finishes Infinity Edge, and we've got 3 items on set. Set's the Shining Hope. Ooh, H2O gonna be taking about 70% of his hit points for one Lilia combo. If the W from Lilia had landed, I think H2O was dead, or would have forced the Hourglass activation. We've now got 4 items on the Twitch. Tazy trying to finish up his rapid fire, but I think he's a little short on money right now. We're doing a 4-1 split, and it looks like Spoolie finds Tazy, and it's gonna be enough. Agor gonna get caught in the Sleepy Time plus Leona ult stun. Leggy is unstoppable, and Junpei unfortunately not gonna be able to find people. The Moonlight, Diana's not able to proc the Seeker's arm guards, and yeah, that looks like it's gonna be the end of the game. There's about 20-second death timers on Tazy, and 30-second death timers on like everyone else. So we'll have to see if they can end here. They do have a wave. They have multiple waves with the Baron buff and triple grubs. It looks like it's going to be the end of the game. An unfortunate loss here for DH Plume. Let's hope they recover in the next one. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.